Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. In this video I'm going to teach you how to make this effect. So let's move into the video. Okay, so first we will make a zoom in effect. For that we will make this layer 3D and we will make a camera. Yep, like this, and press P for position. Make a keyframe, select this keyframe and move it forward, and select this keyframe and go a few frames forward, and we will zoom in this frame like this. Perfect. Select this keyframe, press F9 and change its graph to this. Yep, like this. And now you can see the frame is zooming in. Now we will import our background and place it over here, scale it up and make this layer 3D also. Okay, so we want to appear this background at this point. For that we will select this and press T for opacity. Select this keyframe, drag it to right, and at this point opacity will be 0, and press F9 and it should be look like this. Okay, perfect. Now we will input our character, scale it up like this, and again make this layer 3D and copy this opacity and paste it over here. Let's see how it's look. Okay, perfect. Now we will make a null object and we will link this camera to a new null and make this null 3D. Press P for position and go a few frames forward, and again we will zoom in like this, and we will select this character image and we will scale it down like this. Yep, it's perfect. And press this F9 and copy this graph. Let's see how it's look now. I think it's too far. Yep, I guess. Yes, now it's looking good. Let me adjust a little bit. Perfect, now it's looking clean. Again we will change the graph little bit more to 78, and let's see how it's look now. Okay, so now we will type a text. Press T and press this text and click over here, and we will type a text. Okay, so now we will align it to center first and scale it down. Yep, like this, and change its color to white like this, and now change its font to Montserrat, and medium will be good, and select this to -25. Scale it little bit now. Okay, perfect. So we will select this that and dream text because it's a keyword, and we will select this yellow text and we will change its size to semi bold. Maybe I think bold will be good. Okay, perfect. Now we'll make this layer 3D and scale it little bit down. I think it should be more down. Yep, I think that's perfect. And we will add a drop shadow. Yep, like this. Okay, perfect. Now we will add a text animation. For that I am using this blur and fade. It's a After Effects default text animation. So let's see how it's look. Okay, so let's play it. Okay, so that looks smooth. Okay, so now we will add an adjustment layer. So for that I'm using my own effect, which will call movie effect. Okay, so let's see how it's look now. Select this opacity and place it on adjustment layer, and let's see how it's look. Okay, I think make this preview to half, and let's see how it's look. Okay, so this is how it's look. And now again we will duplicate this null object and we will place it over here. Go a few frames forward. First we will close this adjustment layer, and now we will again, like first we will link this, and again we will zoom in more and change this graph to this, and let's see how it's look. Okay, perfect. Now we will create a new solid and change its color to something gray, like dark green, and we will make this layer 3D also. And again we will do a opacity animation. Click this here and go a few frames backward, change it to 0, press F9, and let's see how it's look. Okay, that's smooth. And now we will add our like dollars node. So let me bring it out. Okay, so now I have bring in my dollar node, and now I will apply a tint effect to make this node green. We will select this green text effect, and we will change this amount to maybe 70, like 53. Yep. Now again make this layer 3D, scale it down and change its rotation, and now we will simply adjust this node over here. Okay, so at this point we will select these three nodes, press P for position, drag it towards the right, and we will drag it up like this, and press F9, copy this graph, up like this, and let's see how it looks. I think it's a little bit fast. Let's see how it's look. Okay, perfect. It is so smooth. And now for same goes with this. Select these three, press P, and again change its position and drag it towards the bottom, and press F9, copy this graph, and like, copy my graph. Perfect. And let's see how it's look. Okay, so smooth. So at this point we will select these 6 and we will trim this. Okay, so now let's see how it's look again. This is so smooth. So we will turn on the adjustment layer and let's see how does that look. Okay, so it's looking so clean. select these three, press F9, and now select these three, and now select these three, drag it towards more of it. Perfect. And now it's time to add our tax. So we will add like $5,000. Okay, align it to center and scale this down and change its color to white. Place it under the adjustment layer. Perfect. Okay, so make this text also 3D and again scale it down more. Yep, that's looking good. So let's add animation in a text. For that I'm using fade up by character. Let's see how it's look. Turn off the adjustment layer. Yep, that's so smooth. And now when he says 5 to 10, so at this point we will just simply trim this layer and change this 5 to 10. Simply align it to center. So this is how I change the text. Yep, so it's so simple, as you guys can see. Okay, so now move to our next animation. Okay, so now we will make a new solid and we have press it. Okay, and now we will search for gradient ram and we will change its color to something like blue. Yeah, something like that. And just copy this adjustment layer and place it above the background. Perfect. Now we will input our character. This is our first character and search for curves and just simply drag it down. Okay, so now the lighting is bit more controlled. And now we will input our second character, scale it down, and we will place it behind this, scale it up. Again copy its curve and we will paste it over here. Yep, that's good. I think this character should be a little bit bigger. Yep, now it's looking good. And now we will input a shadow. So I have like import my shadow over here like this. And now I will create a box for the name and we will use this blue color. Perfect. Just simply change the box size. I think it's too big. Yep, that will be good. Okay, so now we will type a text. Okay, now so we will align it to center, scale it down and change this cap to like we'll make all caps. And you will place this text on this box like this. Perfect. Now we select this and place it under the adjustment layer. Now again same goes with the second one. Copy this box and text, duplicate it, press Ctrl D and bring it over here, and we will change this name to Nas. Yep, perfect. Now we will make this text and select this shape and make this pre-compose, and same goes with this, make it pre-compose. Now we'll make all layer 3D except this shadow, and now we will select this tool character, press P for position, drag it towards the right, and at the beginning select this and drag it down like this. Press F9 and copy this graph. So let's see how it's look. Let it load. I think it's too fast. Now let's see. It's still too fast. I think that will be good now. Yep, that's smooth. That's smooth. And now we will make a offset. We will select this John and we will drag it towards the right, and you can see John's appear later. You can see this Nas is coming first and then John is popping out. So yeah, this is looking so cool. And now we will select this John text and we will link it to this image, and again select this Nas text and we will link it to this image. So this is how it's look. Okay, perfect. Now we will add our text. Okay, so align it to center and we will scale it down. Yep, like this. And we will change its color to yellow and make this layer 3D again and place it under the adjustment layer. Perfect. And we will add some drop shadow. Yep, that's looking good. And for the text animation I am using this animation composer, and let me show you. Yeah, this is the text animation I'm using. It's called this scale character 2. So we will just select it and press on this animate in. Select this and place it over here. Let's see how it's look. We should off this adjustment layer and let's play it now. Okay, so this is how it's look. Okay, so now we'll add a camera. And press P for position. At the beginning we will zoom in, and now select this keyframe and copy this graph, and let's see how it's look now. Okay, so that's perfect. Now we will type a new text which will be the same day. Change its color to white. And we will change its font to Montserrat medium, and we will remove this all caps, and yeah, just we will scale it up a little bit. And now we'll open adjustment layer and let's see how it's look. Perfect. We will copy this drop shadow and paste it on this text. Yep, that's looking so good. And we will add a text animation called fade up by words. And let's see how it's look. Okay, so now we will make a null object and we will link this camera to a null. Press P for position, go a few frames forward, and now we want to focus our camera on this John. For that I will zoom in and drag it towards the right. Again we'll zoom in a bit more. Yep, like this. Wait a minute, this text is not 3D, so we will make this text 3D first. Okay, so press F9, copy this graph, and now at this point when camera is zooming in, we have to remove this NAS character and all the text on the screen. We should have to remove this. For that we will select this both text and uh, we will select this character. Yep, press T for opacity, go few frames forward, and we will turn it to 0. And copy this opacity and paste it on this character. So you can see the text and the image like disappears from here. And like we also have to remove this John text. Again we will just simply paste this keyframe on this box also. So you can see this is how all the things disappears from the screen. And let's see how it's look. Yep, you can see how smooth it is. Okay, so now we will continue the animation. So at this point we will create a box like this, and we will change its fill to maybe something gray, and change its stroke color to white, and change it to 3. Now open this property and we will go in this rectangle path and change its roundness to 21. Perfect. And we will scale it up. Yep, like this. And now place it under the adjustment layer. Open it. Okay, perfect. Now we will input our roadmap icon. So let me input it. Okay, we will place it over here. Okay, so now we will type a text. Okay, so now I have type a text, and I have just select this text and put on this box. And now we will select this text and select this image and select the shape, and just simply press Ctrl Shift C and make it a pre-compose and make this layer 3D. Press Ctrl Home, press P for position, and we will drag it towards the right. Press F9, copy this graph. Perfect. Okay, so let's see how it's look now. Okay, so you can see how smooth it's looking, and let me show you with the adjustment layer. Okay, so now let's move to a new animation. Okay, so now we will create a new animation. For that we will drag this logo over here, and we will add a fill. Let me add. Okay, and change its color to white. Okay, and now we will input this background and search for motion tile and copy the setting. Okay, and now decrease this like opacity to maybe 6% or maybe like 9. and scale it down. Now copy this adjustment layer, place it above this. Let's see how it's look. Okay, cool. Now that's looking good. Now we will add our text. Okay. We will scale it down and we will change this text to all caps and change this to semi-bold. Okay, we will place it over there and change this to -25. Perfect. Scale it more down. Yep, that's looking good. Okay, so now we will select this text and this logo, make it pre-compose and make this like 3D. Now we will press P for position. At the starting, we will drag this down and press F9 and copy this graph. So let's see how it's look now. Yep, I think it's a little bit fast. Okay, perfect. Now we will add a camera. Okay, so we'll make this background 3D and make this layer 3D. And at the beginning, we will set this camera to zoom in. We want to make a zoom out effect. For that, the first keyframe will be zoomed in. Press F9 and make a graph like this. Place it over here and let's see again how it's look. I think we will drag it to more right. Okay, that's good, that's good. Now we will select this pen tool and we will make a shape like this. Perfect. And we will close this fill and make this layer, like make this shape stroke to red, or maybe you can just simply do it white according to your need. Okay, so now select this shape and place it under the adjustment layer and make this layer 3D again and open its property and change its stroke to, like you can see these dashes. Double click on it and you can see the dashes will be created. Now we will search for trim path. So this is my preset and I have teach in a previous video how to make a trim path. So let's see how it's look now. You can see the line is animating, and now at this point we will make a null object. Link this camera to a null, press P, make a keyframe and we will drag it down like this, and we will increase the, like we will select this and copy this motion tile and paste on it also, and we will increase a motion tile over here. Okay, so now press F9 and just simply copy my graph. Okay, so now we will add a text which will be a $0. Scale it down. Yep, and change its color to red because it's a $0. And again make this layer 3D. Place it over here. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Now again duplicate this null and place it over here, and we will drag it towards the, like first we will link this, drag it towards the right, down, again right, and zoom in. Okay, now we will scale this background. Okay, now we will change the graph, and let's see. You can see how smooth it's looking. And now we will add our new text, which will be, okay, so now I have type a text. Now I will change this color to green and place it under the adjustment layer, and I will change the font. Maybe not, change this to bold. Okay, so now we'll make this layer 3D and drag it this out. Yep, like this, and scale it down. Maybe more. Okay, perfect. Now for the text animation, I'm using this animation composer, and let me open this. And for that I'm using this scale by character tool. Okay, so now I will select my layer and drag it towards the right, and at this point my text start animating. So let's see how it's look now. Okay, so now I will add a money overlay behind this text. Okay, so now I have imported this money overlay. Scale it up, change this to like we'll change this to maybe screen, and decrease its opacity to 16, and place it under the adjustment layer and behind this text. And now open the adjustment layer and let's see. Okay, so I think we just have to like turn off this background. Yep, now it's looking good, and we will add an extra glow on it. You can just copy my setting. Okay, perfect, and let's play with some blending mode. Okay, so now we will also make this layer 3D, and wait, let me press Ctrl home, drag it forward. Okay, so now at this point we will change its opacity to 0 when the camera is like moving down. Yep, like this. So then the opacity of this layer will be start appearing. Yep, something like this. So let's play and let's see how it's look. Okay, so now I will add a lens, scale it up, place it under the adjustment layer. Okay, scale it more up, change it to screen, and press T, change its opacity to maybe something like 35, and we will apply a tint effect. Perfect. Now I will add another lens, scale this up, and switch this to horizontal. Okay, perfect. Change this to screen, place it under the adjustment layer, scale it up, again copy this opacity and paste it over here, and select this tint and paste it over here. Perfect. I think I should decrease this opacity. Yep, now it's looking good. Okay, perfect. Now we will like just simply create a new solid and change its color to white and place it under the adjustment layer as usual and make this layer 3D. Press Ctrl Home, and now at this point make a keyframe on opacity, drag this keyframe towards the right and make this keyframe 0. Press F9 and it's just simply a opacity animation. So let's see how it's look. Okay, so let's see. You can see how clean it's looking, like it's a clean transition you can set. Okay, so I will type a text and change this like remove this all caps. Perfect. Align it to center again. And change this to medium. Okay, make this layer 3D again. Press Ctrl Home, and we will do a text animation. For that I'm using fade up by words. So let's see how it's look. Okay, perfect. And now I will select this pen tool and draw a line over here to highlight this text, change it to red and change this to 6. Perfect. Place it under the adjustment layer and just simply add a trim path like this. Let's see how it's look now. Okay, so you can see how clean it's looking. Perfect. And now, okay, so now I will duplicate this null and delete this keyframe, place it over here, go a few frames forward, and we will drag this down. First link it, now drag this down, and we will increase this solid background. Okay, now change this graph. Let's see. Turn off this adjustment layer. Okay, perfect. Now I will import my image, place it over here, scale it up like this, make this 3D, Control Home. Perfect. Add a drop shadow. Now let's see. I think we should drag it down more. Okay. Okay, perfect. Now at this point we will press P for position and go a few frames forward, and we will drag it towards the left over here. Yep, like this. Press F9 and copy my graph, and let's see. Okay, so now we will type a text over here. Okay, so now we will animate a text. For that I'm using this fade up by words. Let's see how it's look. Okay, now let's see. Okay, perfect. So this is how you can create an animation in long form edits. Thanks for watching.